I mean, you did the watch along as well yesterday, Rob. Look at that Bruno Fernandes performance for Man United yesterday. Maverick performance. I'm sitting there watching Arsenal yesterday going, which one of these players wants to be the hero? You look at us now, we've all got Arsenal players behind us, Thierry or whoever you've got, and when we used to go and watch Alexis Sanchez, and how many times have players like that got us out of a tight game? Give me the ball, I'm going to make something happen. I'm looking at our team going, who wants to be the man today? Yeah. Who's going to score the winning goal? Who's going to try something? When you look at our attack, it's difficult to build chemistry because I don't think we really know what our best front four is if you include the 10 and the 3 up top. Saka's probably the only one that you would say, okay, he would start on the right. The way Gyökeres is playing at the moment, you could literally pick Marino, Jesus, Havertz or Gyökeres. On the left, Trossard, Martinelli. Martinelli does well in Europe. Trossard does well in the league. And Odegaard, Eze, Waneri, you could even change them. I just think the manager's too ingrained in a certain way of playing and a certain starting 11. And then it's almost like he doesn't trust certain players.
Dare I say it? We've got to now look back to bring back Kai. It's got to happen, like, you know what I mean? He's got to be the focal point for me now, like, say to him, like, you play against Inter Milan set. I think at the end of the day, the way we play, something's not right with that front three. There's no connections, if you like. I don't know, like, you know what I mean? There's no 1-2s. There's no, like, between the four of them. There's no, it breaks down.
I don't just think it's just that, man. I think there's not enough creativity and that, right, in these type of games coming from midfield. There ain't.
There's not, but there's a quality issue as well. Like we said, we were talking about on here how Gyökeres doesn't get enough chances or people aren't passing him the ball. Well, yesterday he's gotten a lucky one. Murillo's missed the ball and he's through on goal. And it was literally like a picture frame of all the goals we've seen him score for Sporting, where he's got like 40 yards of space to sprint into and he just hammers it at the keeper. I get the ball was bobbling, but for Europeans, elite strikers, you're telling me he got done by a bobble and he can't control it under his knee, and he's got Murillo managing to get back and get in front of him. And it's like, I don't think any tactics or any manager or anything is going to have a say on that. Your £60 million striker's clean through on goal of 30 yards to run into. And he barely got a shot away. He only just got about out and we got the corner. The only thing that's worrying is it seems to be like patterns. I mentioned patterns a few times that some of the stuff we're talking about now, we were talking about this time last season. We were talking about the fact that we need a left winger. We're not sure on Martinelli and Trossard. We got to the summer, we were talking about, is Saudi coming for Trossard? That'd be great. And we were talking about getting rid of that. We were talking about we needed a striker. Havertz. I love Havertz. I think Havertz is unbelievable and I would 100% keep him in our squad. But let's not pretend that when Havertz did have a run of games last season, people were still asking for a striker. Yeah. I remember Havertz in the League Cup against Man United. He's missing sitter after sitter. We're all saying, we need a striker. If we had a number 9 here, we'd be winning the lot and stuff.
Well, a couple of weeks ago, Jack, everyone would say start Jesus. Remember that?
Yeah.
I don't hear no one.
And I'm one of them. I'm one of them. I'm one of them. And like when I talk about this, I'm including myself.
He was worse when he came. Just kept falling.
Jesus is gone. Like, I don't know what you guys think about Jesus, but I think Jesus is there mentally and everything, but physically, I just think his knees. And I mean, we sort of knew that was going to happen. You don't have the 2 massive knee injuries on each knee like that and come back the same player. So I can't really blame him for that. I mean, if he was sold in the summer and he wasn't injured, none of us would have batted an eyelid, really. But it's the same again yesterday. Marino's coming on in midfield. We've already seen Marino in midfield how many times? I know he did have that one-off good game the other week, but I don't know, Anfield away, we've seen Marino in midfield. We've seen these things. We've seen our left winger not working. We've seen Marino in midfield not working. We've seen us having a striker that's not working, and it's still not working. And we're a year and a half into this problem now. And like Robbie said, we don't have an answer. We need to think of an answer to make all this work. And
creativity, Jack, because the thing is, right, I don't care if you've got Haaland. And listen, I watched their game, as I said yesterday. Haaland up front. Haaland up front. Semenyo on one side, right? Doku on the other side. They didn't have much, service. They did nothing. You got to have a bit more creativity, right? I mean, that's where it starts from. You got to, And I just don't feel that when it comes to these games where the teams are setting up to defend, principally, that we are doing enough to, you know what I mean? It's not the Alamo for these teams, is it? We weren't exactly like, you know, we were battering them and
didn't throw everything,
at them. We didn't throw the kitchen sink at Forest yesterday. And to me, if a team's that defensive, we should be like, it should be wave after wave. And it just didn't.
Yeah.
It's not that. I'm just looking back at, I wasn't just looking yesterday, I'm looking back at other games. And I'm like, every time these teams are defensive, it's not wave after wave, is it?
Every January, I'm watching Transfer Daily and I'm going, these owners better spend some money, man. We're desperate. Do you know what? I'd be sitting there if I was them. Mikel knocks on my door. You know, I need more money for a player. I say, do you know what, Mikel? You've signed one of the most prolific strikers in Europe for 65 million. He's struggling to hit a barn door, right? You've signed one of the most creative midfielders in the Premier League. You lot was up in arms when you signed him. Ian Wright looking like Morgan Freeman.
I'm still so upset about this weekend because to me, I felt that if we got 9 points on City, and should we be worrying more about Villa?
Villa,
you know,
4 could go to 4.
I felt that if we got 9 points on City, what I've seen, because we can look at our last couple games and it ain't been good enough, 2-0 draws. But if you look at their last, was it 4 now, isn't it, City?
Yeah.
As I said, a 3 draws and a really embarrassing defeat yesterday. And I don't know, they're buying in a lot of attacking players. I just think defensively, they got problems. And so 9 points. This guy, when I came out of the ground, he said to me, "Yeah, Rob, you know you get these positive guys when you come out." He goes, "Rob, I've got a question for you." I said, "Yeah." He goes, "If I told you this morning when we woke up, right, that we'd gain another point on them, would you have took it?" Right? He goes, "Before you knew the City game and this and that, the United result," I said, "Yeah, I would have took it." But I go, "But I do know the City result against United. I do know it." And I was buzzing driving up to Forest, man. And I just felt let down. Lee, you were right in your fan cam yesterday. I felt let down, man. I felt let down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
it's going to be tough.
Brother, come on, man. Take one of these opportunities, man.
It was a good day, wasn't it? It was, you know, like the Man City game. And then
even the Spurs.
Then Spurs against West Ham last minute, like, you know what I mean? That was unbelievable.